You back, boys, can you hear me? Now to restart. I basically just switched the units around and beseech Parliament to create an autosave, and this will be the end of part 2 for the Talson. Now we're back to Gladius. We'll continue Talson later today. So we got this game here going, and I'm fairly sure the AI just got stuck here trying to get some shit going. 303 turns. This doesn't work. We have to adjust again. We have to adjust again, guys. It's way too slow and not enough resources. And I will show you exactly what I mean. You can enter debug mode with this game by pressing Ctrl D, and you get a bunch of options here. And the game has this icon on the top right, which means the game has been modified. This icon is up, so you know there's been things going on. And look at this. They literally have no military. There are factions around with no armies. In 300 turns, nearly all their units have gotten killed by the wildlife. I mean, this is one of the Astra Militarum factions. Look what they have: a Chimera and a Guardsman unit, and they have no resources for ore. This setup is not going to work. So what can we do here? Literally, we need to think a little bit harder on this. We need to think a little bit harder on this. Since a lot of this early game, we should probably just play the next game on a smaller map, just to get things going better. Everything was just too slow here, and the AI couldn't do anything. They missed a little bit, just a little bit to get ahead. We would literally need another 400 turns probably to finish this game. It's a debug mode, Arconos, I just explained it. You can do various things here. We used this when we were watching the AI fight each other. So it's literally nothing is happening here. We would probably get 3 more tanks and clear the whole map. We need to adjust this setting a little bit more. A little bit more. So what can be done here? For starters, we can increase a little bit the speed and increase the loyalty bonus a bit, or put it to the base. I feel like the issue is getting there without getting there too fast, and then when you get there, the cost of the units. But these things cannot be really adjusted without mods. No, we did gotta do another test here. I think the huge map is not the right way to go about this. Because the action comes way too late, and especially the settings are not adjusted. The tests also take too long. They literally have no units, no military. We've been seeing, we've been clearing the whole map, floor map, with just a few units. We could have literally killed these guys. They had like one, two units. Look at this. The units, cost are all messed up. It's the flat things make no sense. We need to adjust this a bit again. Minus 15 for everybody. Because the moment we give them loyalty bonus, the game progresses too fast and they have higher rank units. Everything just goes too fast and you can't separate it. The loyalty penalty just don't work. It's crippling. Crippling exponentially as the game progresses. This is just 50% slower than standard, not 2 times. The upkeeps are standard. There should be an option to adjust the upkeeps as well. I wish you could keep the standard game pace, but increase the upkeep by double. That would make probably way more sense than modifying anything else. This game really needs more settings. You need to split difficulty settings into 3 different things, and the game pace into different things. There should be an option for upkeep cost, recruitment cost, and production cost. That should be the game pace settings, or at least separate. And the difficulty should be on the loyalty modifier and their experience. At least these 2, and then the third, the wildlife difficulty. Because there's something else modifying the difficulty of wildlife. It's not just the wildlife. Maybe one day they change this, but this is too straightforward. The games seem to progress too fast if we increase the difficulty, and then we just spam units on both sides. If you build the right order. But when we are outnumbered, it's a little bit tricky to balance it. So let's try something else this time. Maybe try with a second to last speed and difficulty. Yeah, we already played with the slow ones, and it was okay. I think the Space Marine game wasn't slow. What if we drop world size to large? We did the large and slow. I think this was the setting we did a little last time. Just wish there was a setup for modifying upkeep. Just see to remind myself here. So let's see how big is this. This is tiny, huh? 25 by 25. Wrong button. This is 31. This map makes a little bit more sense if we want to put more. To 1. Six. So why are they starting with level 6? What is this? See what I'm talking about? Level 5, level 6? This is what I'm talking about, the third part of difficulty. There's a link below the stream to all the videos from this game, Alone since the first one. I only played 2 games off stream and they were just like very short ones. One was the AI1 I was observing, and one was with Chaos. But everything else is below the stream on a playlist since we started playing the game. There's a couple of those early ones we do a lot of over-explaining, if you're looking for that. You know, the thing is, for these long games, there's no room unless you get the biggest map. That's the problem. That's the problem. There's also the screwy terrain which imbalances the conflicts. I must him up. I know we should be looking in this some next time when I'm more rested. I don't know. We have to find the right mix and think more about it. Because that the other one is like, it just didn't work. The wildlife was too much. The moment we increased the wildlife, added other factors, it became turned into a stalemate between 3 different factions and not including us. More settings here would have gone a long way. Long way. I feel like we have to stick to at least the regular stuff with at least slower standard pace to make things make more sense. Just wish there was a setting to increase the cost of units without dropping down the game pace, the production. We're gonna have to think about this. Anyways, boys, we're gonna end it here. I'll see you later today. Make sure it's starting to fall asleep here. Good night.